Hey guys, today we're going to be installing a nayax Vpos touch on my Royal 660 RVCC 660-8. So you saw that light, that means the machine's on. So we're going to pull that fuse out and the light's off now. You can see the fuse is not connected. Now what we need to do is we need to pull this bill acceptor out. So I'm just going to set the camera up top and kind of speed through what I'm doing here. That's a 9mm socket on an extension on a 1/4 inch drive. There are 4 different nuts that you have to pull off. All of them are pretty easy to get to, but you are going to need the extension and you are going to need a deep well socket. A short well socket will not work. There's an American conversion to this size as well, and I'm not entirely sure what it is. But once you've gotten all 4 bolts loosened, you can literally take your fingers and move this. It's wicked easy at that point. We've got 2 of them off. We're just going to grab the 3rd one, and the last one is going to be on the other side towards the top. You'll see that you can already see that it's moving right out. No issues whatsoever. The reason we're moving this is because the plate on top is what we're going to be using. Alright, we've got it out. Now what I'm showing you is where the harness goes, and that's the plate right there that we're going to be removing. We've got 2 nuts there and then 2 nuts there that need to come off. We're also going to be taking that guy, and I actually did this backwards. You'll find out later, but I did this backwards. I should have flipped it the other way and put the hole on the other side. I've already drilled the holes in this. I found out when I started piecing everything together that I should have flipped that stencil the other way. Shouldn't have been sitting the way that it is. So here's our credit card reader. This is nayax Vpos touch. You just take that back piece out, and this comes with the box right here. This is your MDB cable with your DEX cable as well. You can see this has got 2 lips on it, and you look at this, there's also 2 lips inside the socket. It's pretty easy to just plug that guy right in. My horrible camera work doesn't really show you me plugging it in, but you plug that guy right in, and then you're just going to lean that bottom part down. It took me a second to figure this out. You lean that bottom part down, and then you just snap the clear piece back into place there. And there we go. You see there's 2 little ridges on the bottom. Horrible camera work again. But snap it down in there. Bam, good to go. Now, this is before I realized, you see I just waved my hand because I just realized I have to put that on. I have to put the wires through that first. And this is where I realized that everything wasn't going to work. That cable, the black part, comes right out with no issues. You can see it's set up there. I went and I tried to put everything together, and you can see I'm just like, man, I definitely installed this incorrectly. So I went and I drilled that part out, and then I just did it the right way. The one of the holes didn't line up properly, and I wasn't even about to start drilling again. You can see my horrible drill job in the center there. Everything else lined up fine. No one's going to see that. I'm not really that worried about it. So now we're going to take this plate that we've already uninstalled, and we're going to reinstall it. I'm pretty sure while I'm doing this I dropped the whole thing. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yep, there it goes. Dropped it. I was not too happy about that. So at this point I just put this up here, and we're going to go ahead and install this back on so you guys can see me doing this. I grab it from the other side and just pull it through. And I got to line up those 4 bolts. It didn't line up perfectly. Well, it kind of did. It was they move a little bit. The bolts do. So then I just put the 4 nuts back onto those bolts and called it good from there. You can see I got 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So I just installed those. You can see I've tightened them. Now this is the black cable that comes off the credit card reader. Plopped it right on the top. I'm showing you that it's magnetic. It sticks on there pretty good. So we're just going to pull this back over and run it right through there so it's not pinching against anything. But we ran into a little bit of an issue after pulling this apart, and it's going to come up in a second here, where there's just this cluster of wires. There's so many wires. It's one wire. It's just really, really long. It just doesn't look good at all. So I cleaned it up and stuffed it behind the board there. Looks a lot better now. So now this is your MDB and DEX cable. You can see you've got MDB1 and DEX. The DEX, the little jack looking thing. So first we're going to plug this into the motherboard, which is going to be right up on this specific board at the top. It's a really obvious jack. It's kind of hard to miss. It's the only way you're going to actually see it. I think I moved the camera to the right so you can actually see me push it in. Push it in a little bit there, and then, yep, there it is. Goes in all the way there. Now you can tell that it's all the way in. That looks a lot better. So now I'm going to start showing you. That is the cable that ran into the bill acceptor harness, and that's the cable for the coin acceptor. So that right there is where that starts. So it comes off the motherboard, and that's supposed to be your MDB cable that plugs into your bill acceptor normally. It's got a female end on it, and we're going to plug the male end of the MDB cable that comes with your credit card reader into that. Now initially I plugged it in just the way it is, and then again I didn't really like the cable management. You'll see I just plug it in right here. Plug it in. Cable management looks horrible. There's wires everywhere. Don't like this. So yeah, you see I put my finger up. So I unplugged everything and rewired it. I ran it through and I took a tie, tied it in there. You can see right there's the DEX. And now we're going to go down, and I actually went right underneath where the quarters roll through. Went right underneath there. I come out the other side, and our positive cable, our male end goes in there, and then our female end I plugged right through where the old female end was pushing through. And now I've reinstalled the bill acceptor. You can see I've got all 4 bolts back in. I wanted to get a clip of that so you guys could actually see what the 4 bolts look like. So here's the MDB cable for the bill acceptor. You can see it's got a male and a female end just like before. We're going to plug that male end into the female end of the MDB cable for the credit card reader right there. I had to make the camera focus because it just doesn't like to focus. So we plug that guy in, click, and then we took the female end at the bottom and pushed it right through where that is. It was really hard to film and do this at the same time, but I did manage to get it for you guys so you could see exactly how to install this thing. There are 2 little tabs that push through, and you got to get them just right so it doesn't fall out. But that looks a lot better. It looks a little bit more professional. So now we're going to take the MDB cable from the coin mech and plug it into that right there. And that is almost it at that point. That's pretty much everything set up and good to go. Now, prior to installing your nayax credit card reader, you want to make sure that you email nayax and you get everything set up. We're going to push that fuse back in place. Now what that's going to do is power everything back up. You're going to hear the machine start up, and give it a second. This took a while. What the credit card reader has to do is it has to figure out where it is, and it has to download software and activate itself. Make sure you go through everything that you need to go through with nayax before you get this set up. Otherwise you're going to have a credit card reader that's sitting dormant. Now, I filmed this for as long as I really could without getting irritated because it takes a while. I think I was there for like 5 or 6 minutes with this, and I think it took close to 10 minutes for it to actually completely finish. But here in this clip, you can see that everything is working fine. After everything was set up, I was really happy with it. The credit card reader is amazing. It's very, very beautiful. I highly recommend the Vpos Touch. Awesome, awesome piece of equipment. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Remember to love life, live your dreams, and as always, be Farnsworthy. Have a great day.